Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is April 25th, 2025, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the NASDAQ 100, that's QQQ, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over to these charts and see what we see. Wow. Maximize this quarterly chart, resize it, and zoom. What I see is a green doji. Right now, a green hammer, some may call it also, since we have a small body near the top with a longer wick on the body and a shorter wick on the top. But main thing here, we're still underneath pivot. We got to get back above pivot. Will it happen this quarter? Or will it be next quarter? We just got to wait and see. We've had a pretty strong push up here the last couple of weeks here. But let's go down to this monthly chart and see what we see there. On this monthly chart, we see the same thing. Again, this is the first month of the quarter. We're still seeing this green doji. We're still on both charts. We look at it. We are still under pivot on both of them. We're still under the 9-10 moving average, meaning we are still technically in a bear market. So be careful. Pay attention to what you're doing. You know, things can change quickly. Things may have changed already, but let's just wait and see what happens here. Let's go ahead and go down to the weekly chart and see what we see there. On this weekly chart, this is where it all starts showing up, what's happening here. On this weekly chart, last week I was saying we needed to gap back up. We'll see it once we get down to the lower time frame. But what we have formed on here on this weekly chart, my candle pattern people, watch my candle video. That's a bullish engulfing, pretty much in the right location and all near bottom. I was thinking it was almost this piercing pattern that we had here with this green candle, red candle last week. That might have showed something because we had a higher low, but we did two higher lows, but we didn't quite get that higher high. Now we finally got above this 2 weeks ago high, but we're still trading underneath pivot here. So this is a big thing to me in my trading strategy, that I'm underneath pivot. So I know that it could be a hard time getting back above pivot. Since these are monthly pivots and we started out the month below pivot, will we end up staying? Again, it's only one more week, so it's not much for us to stay below pivot for the rest of the month. One more week, So again, I'm just on the lookout what's going to happen to get us back down and stay on the pivot for the rest of the month. Or are we going to continue to do what we need to do and end up getting above this pivot, gapping again? We're going to continue gapping up and all in this market to actually get the trend. Way most people are looking at it, the trend has reversed, and we do have a bullish pattern in the right location. The question is now, will we get confirmation come next month? Look like we will be opening above pivot. So again, I'm looking at this next month. This market does look like it wants to probably try to go higher. But let's go down to the daily noise and see what we see there and wrap this on up. On the daily noise here, this is where 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 this week. I was saying that we was going to stay in front of here, and I was saying that we were down here. I said we needed to gap up. We ended up gapping down. We gapped down before this thing started charging back up. But this on Monday, that was our bottom. Tuesday, I was looking at, okay, yeah, that was a bottom. We actually got confirmation. Even though this was a red candle, some of us was thinking this was the bottom. Well, some of us a couple guys that I talked to, and then we got this, and then we got the gap that I was looking for to get above pivot, and we got that gap above pivot, and this market has been running these last couple of days, and that's pretty much it. And again, like I said, come next week, what I see is that we're going to be opening above pivot. So opening above pivot, this is a high chance that this market can continue to run unless some crazy news come out and this market ends up falling back down on us. Let me zoom out just a little bit where we can see something. Because again, this high up here, this supply up here. Let me bring my little drawing tool up. Where is it? Always clicking the wrong place. Near the end here, where it's going to pop up at. There we go. This supply up here is what I'm concerned about. Yeah, we got this here. We got this here and all this high, but I'm more concerned about this supply here, this little area here, this level. Will we break that? And I'll come next week. We're going to be opening above pivot, so I do see us going higher. It's just, is that going to be the stopping point right in that area somewhere in there, in this range up here? And that's it. Pretty much that's all I have to share at this time. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. This is Right Side Trader. Have a good one. Bye. Thank you, new subscribers.